Ever wondered about the implications of issuing a special power of attorney or an SPA to a non-individual? Are you curious about this scenario and its effects on legal transactions in the Philippines? Keep watching because we are about to uncover the important details about issuing SPAs to non-individual entities and what it means for you.
Welcome to Legal Guide Philippines, where we simplify the law to help you
You.
make better choices. I'm attorney Erwin Zagala, and I'm with my partner.
Attorney Ramon Ramirez. Okay, so we're talking about SPAs or special powers of attorneys that are issued to hindi sa isang tao lang but to a non-individual. Ano ba yung mga non-individual na yan, Attorney Irwin?
Posibleng grupo.
Grupo.
Oo.
Yan. So, usually, ano ba yung mga grupo na yan? Pwede siyang maging partnership, organization, possibly a corporation. Okay, so guys,
Pero that sounds very technical. In practical terms, sino ba usually itong mga binibigyan ng SPA na ganito?
so usually yung mga mga service providers.
Yan.
Yung mga service providers or even mga entities, 'di ba, na mga korporasyon, pwede rin, no? So, when you issue an SPA or special power of attorney, what are you doing? You're actually granting someone the authority to act on your behalf in specific legal matters.
Okay.
Okay, so important yun, ha? You're granting somebody else to do something para sa'yo as if ikaw ang gumawa in specific legal matters. Okay, so while SPAs are commonly issued to individuals such as family members, trusted friends, or even yung mga staff mo, di ba? Pwede rin.
Kunwari, kuya, hindi ako makapag-leave sa school or trabaho. Baka pwede ikaw naman mag-pick up nung something.
Yes,
Yun.
ng dokumento or whatever. Okay, so usually sa tao binibigay. But they can also be issued to non-individuals, like we said earlier, mga corporations, partnerships, or organizations. So even us, no? Kami ni Attorney Irwin, we have our own legal practice, and in our legal practice, we ask for SPAs from our clients so that we can do things on their behalf. Okay? So, our legal practice is a partnership. Ang binibigyan ng authority ng SPA ng kliyente namin will not necessarily be just us, no? But yung office namin in general,
Yes.
no? Yung partnership namin in general. So, this allows, so when you do that, when you issue an SPA to a non-individual, this allows this entity or this non-individual to represent also your interests and make decisions on your behalf in such legal transactions.
So yung grupo, yung
Yes.
representative
Okay.
mo.
Like ano yung mga yan? Like kung pwedeng they can sign contracts on your behalf, manage your finances, or even conduct certain business operations. Okay? So, that is what it is in essence. Now, ano naman yung mga limitations? No? It's important to understand that when you issue an SPA to a non-individual entity, you're essentially authorizing that entity to act as your legal representative. Okay? But sometimes there's a problem, no? So usually, like I can only speak to our experience, no? So kami, we usually ask for an SPA from our clients para makapag-transact kami sa certain government agencies. Like simple things like kukuha ng birth certificate, di ba? Kukuha ng kopya ng titulo or whatever, or magbayad ng taxes on their behalf, di ba? Yan. The problem is, sometimes, yung mga agencies na pinupuntahan natin, sabihin nila, syempre, hindi na siguro tayo yung pumupunta sa mga ganong ahensya, no? Meron din kaming mga empleyado who do that, no? Sila yung mga mismo pumupunta. But pag tinignan nung agency yung papel, yung SPA, sabihin, ang naka-authorize dito is legal access law offices.
Oo.
Oh.
Sino ka ba?
Ano ba mga, hindi ka naman ito eh. Di ba? Sasabihin usually dun sa namin, sa liaison officer, no? Ay, hindi pwede. Kailangan nandyan yung pangalan mo sa SPA. Tama ba yun, Attorney Irwin?
Ako parang, for me, masyado naman yata naging stringent.
Yes.
From a legal perspective. Kasi from a legal perspective, authorizing the law office is already granting authority to all of the authorized representatives of that law office as well.
Yes, exactly. No, so like we said earlier, when our client will issue an SPA on behalf of the law office, that includes everybody in the law office.
Mhm.
Okay?
Nagpapakita naman yung tao natin ng ID na
May ID
galing siya
naman. Oh, I am
Oo.
an
Liaison officer.
liaison officer
Mhm.
of this office. It's become our experience and notice namin na yung ating mga frontliners sa government, no, mga agencies na pinupuntahan natin, nagiging automatic, ay wala pangalan mo, hindi pwede. No? And they're afraid to make the legal conclusion na hindi authorized yan, ang ino-authorize yung buong office. Diba? Nasa stuck na sila na, ay basta kailangan nandun yung pangalan.
Kailangan nasa checklist yan.
Yeah, it's the dreaded checklist mentality, no, of our frontliners.
What's sad about this, Attorney Ramon, is it
Mm.
actually negates the advantage of authorizing a law office.
Yes.
Kasi look, kung kunwari, ilagay mo lahat ng members ng law office mo na pwedeng pumunta. Paano pag nagpalit ka ng personnel?
Exactly. It's not like they will be there forever.
Oo.
Diba? So, essentially nasisira yung yung essence of the SPA, no?
Mhm.
So, guys, so what can we do pag
Mhm.
ganyan, no? So, kung si government agency hinahanap yung and this is, we're just talking about our experience. This can happen to you in another form or another, no? Paano pwede natin gawin, Attorney Erwin?
Well, first off is you can attempt to explain
Yes.
the same way we've explained it. When you authorize a group, basically lahat ng authorized members ng group na yon legally dapat kasama na yun.
Yes, correct. Now, so you can explain. And when you explain, hopefully, medyo may utak yung kausap nyo para maintindihan naman nila. So hopefully, naintindihan nila yung legal concept nung giving authority to an entity or to a non-individual.
Yes.
Okay? Another tactic that we've done in the past, and this is a tactic that just so para mapabilis na lang, no?
To be clear, masama ang loob namin.
Yes,
doing this.
Because for us, parang, ano ba, hindi nyo ba nagigets yung law? So, another tactic that we do is, even if na-authorize yung buong law office, we already write down all the possible, the law office's name, and all the other possible people na we will put on that job, no? Para lahat ng pwedeng posibleng sila makipag-transact.
This is super tedious.
It's super tedious.
Pero parang kumbaga, Attorney Ramon, binabalanse na lang din natin. Ano ba yung sinasabi legally versus ano yung practical?
Yes.
Kasi at the end of the day, tatamaan clients namin.
Yes, and we just wanted to be able to service them as quickly as possible. No? But guys, masama loob namin to do that, no? To write down all the names. Kasi nga, look, what if a law office or any other entity, no? What if there's like 100 members there? Isusulat mo yung buong lahat ng 100 people there. No, it's silly and it's stupid, no?
And it's not even though we do this, it's not a guarantee na gagana. You know why? Paano nga nag-personnel change?
Exactly. Tinanggal natin siya sa engagement na yun.
Or may bago.
Yeah.
May bago kang pinasok na personnel na wala pa. Hindi pa kasama ng grupo at the time of making the SPA.
Yeah,
paano yun?
Exactly. And it's really tedious to babalik ka sa principal and say, ay, pwede bang mag-sign ka ulit ng bagong SPA? Kasi
may bago kaming tao.
Bago kaming tao. It's stupid, no? But again, that's a possible practical solution that you can do, no? Kung hindi talaga nagigets nung kausap nyo yung essence ng SPA. Ayan. Last is ito, and this is what I would have done, no? And this is what I advise my people to do. I would, kung pinipilit talaga ng nung frontliner ng government agency na kailangan nandun yung pangalan, I would ask them to present yung legal basis nila, no? Ma'am, ano po ba yung legal basis kung bakit hindi po ako kasi under sa law, authorized naman po ako kasi empleyado po ako nung entity na to, nung non-individual, bakit po bawal? Yes. No? Ibato natin sa kanila yung responsibilidad of explaining to us why they're making up such a rule.
True.
Okay? So that's something that you can do, no? So kung wala silang mga issue, paano ba yan? Punta na lang tayo sa boss niya. Kausapin natin yung boss niya. Kung hindi pa rin nag-agree yung boss niya, kausapin natin yung mas mataas na boss pa, no? Kasi guys, it doesn't make sense, no? So please, and I hope you get the you get what we're trying to say here. Okay? So again, to sum it up, issuing an SPA to a non-individual entity provides a means for delegating legal representation and decision-making authority to organizations and corporations as well.
Yes. And by understanding the implications and responsibilities involved, you can make informed decisions and ensure that your interests are protected. Remember, navigating legal matters may seem complicated, but with the right knowledge and guidance, you can make better choices and achieve your goals. Now,
Mhm.
speaking of
Mm.
SPAs, actually, I would like to invite everyone to take a look at our book, Notary Not Included. If you need an SPA in the future,
Mhm.
the SPA template is included here as a bonus. So please do consider getting our book. Link to purchase will be attached below. So was it
Alright.
that simple?
Now go make better choices.